It's been 1 year in drip for Humble Ape. Let's figure out, is this thing real? Is it fake? Let's dive into them. Welcome to the Build Show, where we build financial power. This is
Potter. I'm having really bad lag.
You have lag?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Humble Ape's here. You got any lag?
Good morning. I think I've got some stuttering going on with one of y'all's video.
Is it me or is it her?
Looks like it's Matt.
Yeah, I think it was you, Matt. It paused on the intro.
Fantastic.
I was like, ooh, he's going to go when he sees that.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, the show must go on. Let's keep going.
Okay. Time.
We're 1 year in with Humble Ape. I want to dive in and sort of see what that's like. And Potter, first of all, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good because, today is a proof of concept for the Drip wallet.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying that after a year, it resets and you go back to zero or where you were on your first deposit. And so we got a lot of debunking that we're going to do today. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie to you. I want to ask questions that, some people will be like, well, that's a dumb question. Everybody knows that. I just want to clarify it. Because if you're new, I'm a beginner in the DeFi world. Potter is pro than I. She's taken me under the string, and I'm sort of documenting both of our process of learning this world of DeFi. If you're not sure what the heck we're talking about with Drip is it's a cryptocurrency, or it's a network that is a deflationary daily 1% ROI platform. We're going to talk about it. And let's kick it off. Let's kick it off. So, Humble Ape, you joined 1 year ago. You've been on the show with us before. We thank you for coming and doing this again.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be back. I'm excited to have these conversations with y'all. And I just wanted to clarify, I started my wallet 1 year ago. Drip started April 20th of last year. So we're not quite there to Drip's anniversary.
Right.
But my anniversary has been a great one.
We can't debunk it today, folks. You got to come back on April 20th.
Yes, unfortunately. But, there's plenty of people who are there day one that will show you exactly what you need to see. I, for one, am not in the camp that believes it will reset to zero.
Right.
I think people are just focusing a little too hard on a 1% per day for 365 days.
That's all it is. I'm pretty sure of that too. But if we don't have proof. So I maybe just created more FUD than I was here to debunk the FUD, but I think I just caused a FUD storm.
Oh no, you're creating a wave of attention. People need to be ready.
Well, aren't you in the Forex big group, the REAP group? Aren't there people in there who have wallets that have gone 365?
They've maxed out wallets, and yes, I am in the REAP DAO. You need 300 REAP tokens to be in that, but there are plenty of people. I wouldn't say plenty of people. There's a handful of people who have maxed out their wallets, but we still haven't hit that 365 day mark. So it will be interesting, but I don't think anything's going to change.
Oh man, I am so bummed right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, your expectations too high.
No, I thought I had my days right. So.
Oh no, it's all right.
So tell us about your year.
It has been insane. If we remember from the last time I talked, I think I tried to lay out what I started with, and it was, less than $2,000. I was putting in like a couple $100 every 2 weeks for my job. And I haven't put money into the system in months. In fact, this is now my source of income. So obviously I'm taking money out.
Right.
But you still have to be able to build your portfolio in a way that is not just income based. because and that I've actually come to realize that, like drip is amazing, but as people use it for income, obviously the price action is going to go down until the next wave of people comes through. So just in my mind, that's what I started taking the perspective of, and hedging my portfolio with that in mind. And it has done wonders the past year. Like if you want to put an X number on it, 100X, right?
Okay.
100X in a year. That's incredible to me. Like if you just look back on it, 100X in a year.
And to clarify, and correct me if I'm wrong, what you're saying is basically,
Matt,
if you're in drip,
you are really lagging.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, the latency is
Well, y'all continue. Let me see if I can fix this. Y'all can.
So how about this? When did you, how did you find out about it? Like, I want to hear your origin story for drip. Like how did you find out about it?
Oh man. I was just trolling YouTube, looking for information, looking for alpha, looking for anything that I like, just some kind of direction. And Stunner Breezy's channel popped up.
Oh,
and
wow.
I joined his Telegram. I didn't join his drip team because drip didn't release when I was in his Telegram. And it was wild in there. Yeah, it's like it just wasn't really what I was expecting from that kind of group.
Right.
But you start talking to people in these groups, you find the smart ones, you talk to them, you pick them out, and then you see what they're doing and where they're going. And that's how I found Bartertown. And that was really the genesis of the snowball.
So there's two parts, right? It's one, finding the person. But last year, you and I both experienced what it was like to get fiat over to crypto, right? So what was your mechanism, or was it not hard for you?
Oh, well, considering my beginnings, I went through Coinbase, I went through Binance. It took me like 3 months to get KYC approved through Binance. Yeah. But it was never really a problem until I started trying to find new ways to on-ramp.
Yes.
Faster.
Wow, that's the exact same experience I had, because you would get frustrated at how long it would take for somebody else, to get you through. But then you tried to say, you know what, I'm going to go through Ethereum. And it was like, ooh, that's a horrible idea.
Well, right. I've gone through PayPal. I've gone through
I never got PayPal.
Cash App. I bought Bitcoin and Litecoin through Cash App, sent it to Binance, and then sold it and moved it on chain. But that's $1,000 limit a day, something like that. It's it's silly. It's hard to make any kind of entrance, without a centralized exchange and without a giant wire transfer. So starting where I started from, a couple $100 every other week, it wasn't too hard. It was what got hard was when I wanted to do it really fast. Like, I wanted to buy drip that same hour or something like that. Mm-hmm. And that's when I would get frustrated, and that's when I would just have to go take a walk,
Yeah, you're right. We could not, like, if we saw something, we knew that it was like, it's going to be an Amazon moment, or I would try to move things in. And by the time I got 100% of that capital over, it was down to 25%.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a 10% tax on drip that you had to buy. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh.
Yeah, and I was never smart enough in the beginning, or I didn't have the wisdom to be ready with stablecoins. Like, I was 100% assets all the time, like volatile assets. And I had no idea. I didn't know better.
Right.
But now, I've got my Notion pulled up that has the percentages, just of what I'm holding, and 26% stablecoins. Let's see, if I were to take away my debt, which is just anchor earn. Like, I'm a big fan of money markets, meaning I don't have to sell my assets to get the value out of them. I can just borrow against it and get the cash.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing, and anchor earn is amazing for that. They just moved to Avalanche. But yeah, I'm about 26% stables at the moment.
Okay. Welcome back, Matt. Yeah, much more fluid.
I survived. I'm back. All right. Continue. I'll hop in. Go ahead.
That's okay. I asked him for his origin story, how he got in, and then we started reminiscing about how hard it was to get, to move on anything last year if you want to do something immediately. So
yeah, if you weren't prepared, especially with time in the market, like you just did not have that experience, you're gonna bump it up to 50% slippage and not know what's happening while you're losing your money. Right? Like, you try to get in on those very short timed releases, like, all the news comes out, oh, it's releasing tomorrow, or it's releasing in a couple hours. That's a trap every time. Like, that plays on your emotion to want to be first or want to be early, and I don't buy into those anymore. I am shifting my perspective because of my situation. Like, now that this is my income, my living, I have to treat it differently than the past year.
Okay. Actually, that's your perspective. That actually brings me to 2 points. One is, do you find yourself with the ability to sort of think bigger? And then also, have you sort of stuck to what your plan is? We did a video on this channel talking about like your plan, you, the viewer, having your own plan. So have you stuck to your plan, and do you find yourself with the ability to think bigger now? You're making more money now.
Absolutely. So to your first point, I actually just lost track of what your points were. Remind me what the point 1 and 2 was.
Have you stuck to your plan, and now that that plan has that you're making money, you find yourself with the ability to think bigger?
Well, the thinking bigger kind of comes inherently. It's like, I want to find out things, or I want to research things that I can spend this money on, right? Like, I don't want it to just be stagnant. And now that I'm in the place where I'm at, I can actually take time to research these things and just read through the documentation a lot more thoroughly. Hell, I could peek at the code if it's available and released. Like, being able to take that view, that look under the hood of these protocols that I'll be investing in, it feels a lot better. Like, it helps to build your conviction, and that is huge. Having conviction in a project is huge.
Yeah.
As for sticking to the plan, never. I spend like 99% of my time developing a plan, and I find fun in that. Like, that is actually how I spend my time now. But
Okay.
you can plan all you want, but you have to be reactive. You cannot just blindly stick to something and not have any kind of reactionary up and down situation.
Sure.
So planning, lots of fun. Sticking to it, a lot harder said than done.
Sure. Got it. Okay. So yeah, you're saying like you got to pivot in, an ever-changing market. Got it.
Absolutely. You keep your ear to the ground. You have to be ready for anything that comes. Like, even the stable coins that I have my bag in is UST. There's a possible peg problem with that. It's not going to show anytime soon, but it's just, there's always risks, and you have to be able to adjust to it and react quickly, and just not have a solid plan that you only want to not deviate from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, UST is a good one. Is that why you're on Luna?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because one of the other groups that I'm in, I'm a moderator of, and there's just alpha that's spread around there. And Luna is actually capped right now because there's a certain amount of UST that can be minted every day. It's like $250 million or something like that. And they cannot mint enough Luna to meet demand. They can't mint enough UST to meet that demand. So
Yeah, it's hot.
every day, $250 million of UST into the market.
UST is a stable coin.
Yeah, it's the Terra stablecoin.
Terra
is the network.
Blockchain.
It's another layer one. It's not EVM compatible, so it's its own thing. But they are making waves. If you haven't heard about it, Do Kwon buying $10 billion worth of Bitcoin for the Luna Guard Foundation. Like,
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Like it's still so early in that realm, but that's big news that this dude who owns or basically runs this network, and it's becoming a lot more decentralized by him putting Bitcoin into the treasury. But yeah, like you have your ear to the ground, you listen for alpha like that, and you act on it, you don't act on it, but that's a lot of what I've been doing.
Got it. So, are you aware of Terra? I've never even heard. Yeah.
Yes. I'm aware of Terra. I haven't done the research yet. My strategies have got me in different plays now that are beating drip. So I'm trying to. That was unexpected. So I'm trying to pivot. I'm getting into my positions a lot quicker, and now I can look at Luna and go, okay, but I haven't done enough research. The only thing I know about it is how cool that logo looks for USDT. Like you just want it, Yeah,
Luna's got some real interesting protocols. They have Mirror protocol.
What is that?
It's synthetic stocks, or so just synthetic assets, basically. Like there's Mirror Tesla, there's Mirror Netflix, there's Mirror USO. And it just tracks the price of, these stocks. You can literally invest in the stock market in crypto.
So then how close is that going to come to the commodities? That one.
There's gold, there's silver, there's oil. Like it's just derivatives. It's not actually investing in them.
Right, but I'm saying, have you heard about any legal ramifications? Because that one's real close.
No. I don't pay attention to the legal ramifications of the protocols that I use. If they allow me to use it, I don't think about it.
Synthetic stuff, is that classified as like highly risky? Is it ultra risk or not?
Synthetics, it's the same like smart contract risk that you'd incur. It's the same volatility risk that you'd incur with anything else. It's just these tokens specifically track other non-crypto assets. It's pretty cool. And then you can like long and short farm them.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's actually a protocol built on top of Mirror called Aperture. And they do this delta neutral farming strategy for you where it doesn't matter what the price does because it's delta neutral. Like as long as you're in that farm, you get these quote unquote safe rewards.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I agree. So I'm gonna kill my cam here that way. All right, now at least we got.
So now I've got two blocks of people. This show is like it's almost like my planning of it. So, when did you say your drip anniversary is?
Oh, that'll be day one. So April 20th.
April 20th. Oh, that's 420.
I think.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I mean, I think that was actually the day that drip released. It was either 419 or 420.
Okay. So, because you got in. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're like, hey, no, I understood wallets before drip. So when drip showed up, I was ready. You're funny. All right. Okay. No, so that's cool then. So on 4/21, what is that date? Because I remember I asked, but I didn't ask right. So let's see, 4/21. So on 4/22, oh no, I think, if that's not the week that we have SK Crypto K, then we should bring you back on the 22nd. And just in case I don't communicate well, I'd love to, talk. We'd love to talk about Luna. Instead of replays on Luna, we'll try to do some research so that we can be more informed.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a really, really exciting network. I really like the transaction speed. It's totally different, and the Terra Station wallet just feels better than MetaMask. It looks better than MetaMask. Like I can't wait to replace MetaMask for EVM. And there's a couple that I'm actually researching.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that wallet, but it kind of bummed me out too, that you couldn't, you can only use it on their chain. And I agree.
No, you can. They have a 24-word passphrase, and you can use that for your, you can create a new wallet with that same passphrase. I wouldn't. Like, it's just like, it could be somebody else's wallet already.
Yeah. No, I just meant as far as, I imagine the bad guys are going to start doing that eventually. Come up with guesses to guess people's.
Yeah, the more people that get into crypto, I've actually been thinking about that too. It's like they can totally just fish for random passphrases or seed phrases and find one that hits. But that's why I like Luna, because theirs is seed phrase plus password. So you need that combo to get to your wallet. If you don't have that combo, then it's like a weird but cool extra layer of security.
Added layer. I like that. Well, then let's do this. Let's do this. Let's meet back up for when you hit that 1 year mark. But then, sort of in closing, let's talk about this. With every bit of the FUD that's happened in Drip here lately, what's your overview of it? What's your hopes for it? What do you think is on the horizon for Drip?
Can I answer that with I bought $12,000 worth of Drip yesterday?
Nice.
So I don't see anything wrong with Drip, the platform, Drip, the faucet contract. Those are solid. I have absolute faith in them. I know Forex has a lot of stuff planned. I have not seen him sending many messages in the DAO lately, which means he's just busy.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot coming to the table soon. So I'm excited. Like, it's going to be a good year. There's supposed to be a UI refresh. I've heard rumors of Drip lending so that you don't have to sell it anymore to get that value. That's just pure rumor. Like, I hope that happens. That would be amazing.
Yeah, they've been talking about that. I believe in it because they've been talking about that one since well into last year.
It needs to happen. Take that sell pressure off. But the rest of the ecosystem and even the city of Atlantis, which is another project that's building on top of Drip, they are releasing their DApp soon. And it's, I think the batch 3 of their NFT sales is available.
Oh, cool.
It's their city of Atlantis. I'll share a link with you.
Yeah, please, please share that link.
Well, right on. Well, almost 1 year later, and Humble Ape is still deep in it. Potter, you got anything in closing?
No, let's get the heck out of here. This show has been like, wow.
No.
Even technology. Even technology was against us today.
I'll apologize for nothing. You are welcome, you viewers. We're coming back every Thursday, Friday, Eastern. You can't see my face right now, but we're still making the show go on. Builders, keep building.
Cheers.